Hi, everyone. Welcome to Franklin's, an evolution of music. My name is Rob Wardrums Franklin, and my co-host is.
Dana Thunderbase Franklin.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. We got a pretty cool guest today, man. Can you tell us what we got going on?
Yeah. Today we are going all the way to the Netherlands.
Nice.
We're speaking with Barry from the band Hvalross. How you doing, man?
Correct. Hi. Nice. Thanks for having me on this podcast. Doing great.
Hey, thanks for doing it, man. We appreciate it. So, if you could tell us a little bit about the band and members that aren't with you today, and just go from there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm alone today, actually, because it was the singer's son's birthday, so he couldn't join. Yeah, we are Hvalross. We started at around 2018 with a different drummer. We recorded our first album in 2020. Came out during the pandemic, so that was not the best time, but yeah.
Not good time,
yeah. During that time, our drummer left also because he wanted. His motivation was a bit different than from ours, so we got ourselves a new drummer, and we're a pretty stable lineup since then with drummer Mark, singer Gerben, bass player Maarten, and myself, the guitar player.
Nice.
We recorded since our debut album, Cold Dark Rain, we recorded a bunch of singles and EPs, and they are currently being collected on one beautiful vinyl record, which comes out hopefully next week.
Oh, very cool.
Nice.
So that's awesome. Yeah.
So you mentioned that you started out like right before the whole COVID thing happened. How did that affect you guys as far as did that make it to where you had more time to practice and get your shit together, or was it just really, really bad timing?
A bit of both. We as I said, we started recording just before the COVID attacked us. But then we just said, well, and we take our time to record our first album, right? So it took us about a year or something to record it, small portions, just making sure everything was good and all right. But yeah, there was not much gigging going around, of course, during that time. So we mostly focused on recording our first album. During that,
with that recording, is it something that you guys self recorded, or did you go into an actual studio, or were you with the label? How'd that work?
We are not on a label. We're a totally independent band, and a friend of ours from which we actually rent our rehearsal space. He also has his own studio in there. So together with him, we recorded our first album, actually. So that was great and financially interesting. As we let it. He actually mixed it also, yes, but the mastering was done by a real master guy to make sure it sounded awesome.
Nice.
Then our own bass player has become of a recording nerd himself, so he collected all the stuff to record everything. So now actually we are at this moment our last few singles we are totally independent. We recorded all ourselves. We rent a room where we recorded drums, which sound. We have all our mics and all the recording stuff ourselves. So yeah, that's pretty neat. So when we finish a song or we finish a couple of songs, we think, oh, days are ready for recording. We just can do that in our own time, in the weekends or evenings. That's great.
Well, after the pandemic, it seemed like you guys were pretty busy. What's your schedule look like going forward?
Yeah, as I said, our album will be released sometime next week. We hoped it would be ready this week, but there were some delays, so that's too bad because we have an awesome show this weekend at our hometown, a nice festival called Roosendaal Open Air. We hoped to present the album there, but that's not going to happen. But still, awesome show. And next weekend we have our mini Germany tour. So we're going a few dates with a German band who invited us over there. So that will be great. Then we do another couple of shows in the rest of the year, amongst others, also a weekend tour in the UK. So that's also awesome.
Very cool.
We're going to London. We're going actually. I'm not sure if you're aware. You're probably aware of the band Iron Maiden, but there's this pub in London, which is called the Cart and Horses.
Oh yeah,
And that's
I've heard
where
that's one of the places
Iron
they
Maiden
came out.
formed in 1975, 76. So we're going to play there. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
Nice. Any plans on making it to the States anytime in the future?
We get that question a lot lately. No plans. Yeah, it's just such a big endeavor to arrange that, and it's financially it should be viable. We'll have still, of course, our normal day jobs and our families, and yeah, it's going to be a big endeavor to do it. Of course, it's something we would love to do actually, but yeah, I'm not sure if it will happen or when. To be honest.
Do you guys do your own booking, or do you go through an agency, or how's that?
Sorry.
Do you book your own shows, or do you go through an agency, or how's that?
Yeah, till now we all book our own shows. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Since early this year, we got a little bit of traction on social media. So that's how you invited us, of course.
Yeah.
And because of that, we can now go to Germany and to the UK later this year. And we have another festival date in Germany next year. So yeah, there's coming some requests to us now instead of that we all have to push for gigs.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Nice. That's cool. Nice. That makes it a lot easier, huh?
Sure does. Yeah.
You mentioned Iron Maiden, of course, and listening to your stuff and first hearing you guys, you can definitely hear that
the influence.
80s influence, and personally, I love that shit. That's like I still that's what I listen to the most, and both of us, and you look like you're probably around our age, and so I get where all that influence comes from.
He's not as old as us, man.
Oh shit!
Yeah, thanks for the compliment. No,
but
yeah, exactly.
Going back to you mentioned with trying to do stuff in the States and with full-time jobs and the family and all that, how much did that play into the band even getting together and staying together? Because we have a hell of a time. We're still doing the band thing, and sometimes have a hard time trying to find the right members that even just to get together once a week to jam or make any kind of commitment to the band. It's like, did you have a hard time with that in the beginning? Or I mean, I know things are a lot different in Europe than they are over here. You guys are still into the music and the metal, and here it's just kind of fucking hard to find.
Is it? Okay. I mean, we've all been playing instruments since our teenage years. Like we started at 14, 15 in the smaller bands, blah, blah. And we're all from the same town, not the town, but at least the region in the Netherlands. So it's all very, very connected. Everybody knows each other since those days.
Nice.
And so yeah, which people to pick to get in a band with. And as I said, our first drummer left during the pandemic not because we didn't like each other or he was a bad drummer. No, he was the greatest drummer ever and one of the best guys you'll ever met. But he just wasn't as motivated as us to go like. If we get asked to play a show, a 5-hour drive for just a case of beer, yeah, well, let's go. He didn't want to do that anymore, so that's why he left. And we luckily we found his replacement Mark pretty fast because we already knew him, and he was like, okay, and he quit his band.
That was my next question.
He had young kids, and those were growing up now, so yeah. And as you say, yeah, we probably more or less the same age as you. We're all around 50 in our band. Some are 49, some are 53. I'm in the middle. And so yeah, our kids are growing up now, so they're not getting so much attention anymore, or needing at
Right.
least. And yeah, so we're all pretty have the same motivation as to
Nice.
what we want to do and where do we want to go. So yeah,
When you're not touring, how often do you get together to rehearse or work on new material?
normally it's like only once in 2 weeks that we really come together and play
Right.
an evening. But of course, we're I always say it's like a hobby which I'm busy with it every day,
Yeah.
or I'm playing guitars or experimenting with new riffs or yeah doing stuff like this or whatever. We're always busy with making music and with the band. So
Cool.
it's awesome. Yeah.
Well, nowadays, I mean, back, we're talking about back when we played in the 80s and 90s and, trying to get our names out. We put posters on telephone poles. Hey, come to this
All
show.
right. Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
little bit different with the social media. And I mean, obviously that's how we found you is, through social media and seeing you, posting some of your stuff on your band stuff. How has that changed with, the technology and AI and all that? How has that changed and influenced what you guys are doing now?
Yeah. Well, as you said, like yeah, we started also when we were 15, 14. So that was like the end of the 80s, early 90s. We started making music. Heavily influenced, of course, by that time. So the Metallica, Slayer, and also the early punk rock. But I have the feeling I'm not sure how I was like with you guys in your region, but back then we were in a band and we had lots of friends and they had friends and they had friends. So when we played a gig in our local pub here and it was shitty like hell, like we were 17-year-olds, we didn't know what to do.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was packed. It was
Yeah.
crazy. There are like people outside screaming. It was crazy. But it isn't like that anymore.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah,
and
it's the
also
same
there's still
here.
young bands. There are not a lot of people coming out to look at them. So that's a pity. Um, but yeah, it was but that time. It was really mouth to mouth and local fanzines and tapes and trading and all that stuff. And it all changed, and it's still changing. Um, how old is Spotify now? 15 years or something? 20? Not sure.
What's that?
How old Spotify is, like music streaming. It's like that's a
Oh yeah.
relatively
Yeah.
new
Yeah.
thing, but yeah, it's also. It's also 15, 20 years old, I think,
Right.
Yes.
Right.
right? And I think the social media is also changed in the last 2, 3, 4 years, and we jumped on that wagon actually last year. I was scrolling through TikTok actually because my son said, oh, TikTok this, TikTok that. I go, "Oh, I'll look at it." And then you see some smaller artists getting lots of views because they have some silly video on there. So, hey,
Yeah.
maybe that's
Yeah.
something we can do. So I started experimenting with that, and it helped us a lot since then. Since actually early this year, we well, I wouldn't say blew up, but we really went from like 200 monthly listeners on Spotify to a couple of thousand. So yeah, it
Nice.
helps
Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
all over the world.
absolutely.
No, that's cool.
And
And as I
speaking of
said,
which, we're going to put a link. We're going to put a link in the description of this episode with a link to all your sites as well. So we'll hopefully help you out there as well.
yeah, sure, awesome. That's great. Everything helps. Awesome.
Videos. Do you guys self-produce your videos?
We do have now two professional videos, but they are shot and edited by also kind of a guy we know from the local scene, and he's a bit a younger guy. He's in the mid-20s, very talented
Yeah, they're really good.
video dude. So yeah, that's cool. So we didn't.
As of like today, what's been your best in your opinion, your best show, best festival? I mean, the one that's been the pinnacle of your career so far.
Wow. Um, have to dig deep because we do have a lot of shitty shows actually. No, but it's
Got a
always
couple
like,
ourselves.
I mean, we are a very small band, obviously. And yes, at times, as I said, we drive for 5 hours for €100 and a case of beer, and there are four people.
We've been there, definitely.
But yeah, that's part of the deal, I guess. Yeah, we played our last show actually was in July, I believe. Was it Elsrock? It was in Almelo city in the north of the Netherlands, and it's a small festival, but it was super. Like there were 150, 200 people or something, and everyone was super excited, and it was super cool. So those
Nice.
kind of shows are great because it's like real a festival for the lovers of hard metal music.
Yeah.
So
Very
the
cool.
people are there especially for the bands. So that's great. That kind of stuff is great because then you get really a crowd which is genuinely interested in your music.
Yeah.
Right.
Not just the bystanders that, well, okay, let's get another beer because
Yeah. When's the next band coming?
Okay, well that's your best, but we have a special segment in all our episodes. It's called
Oh shit!
So basically, can you describe something that happened like either terribly wrong or terribly embarrassing at either one of your shows or during recording?
One thing that comes to mind is like we played in Leuven, which is a city in Belgium. It was at Rock Café, so the rock pub in Leuven, it's called. And we had to play. The venue. There's a bar downstairs, and upstairs was the small venue, and we had to bring everything ourselves. So it was only a small stage, and we had to bring our own PA and our own complete drum kit, etc. So we came with 3 cars, which fully loaded. Everything we had to drag up the stairs, like a small stairs in a bar, crazy stuff.
We've been there
That brings back some
too.
memories.
And I had my, of course, 4x12 stack with the huge amplifier on there. And I think during the second or third song, my amplifier broke down.
Oh shit!
And we asked around, and is there anything we can do? No, and nobody had an outlet amplifier, so we just drove all the way, had all our gear set up, blah blah, for a show of about 10 minutes. But they were so nice to invite us back, so we had another show there, which was great. But there was a bit of a
It's a no shit.
fuck shit. Yeah.
So, is your band? Is it like a collaboration? Like when it comes to writing music and doing stuff like that, is it everybody's involved in it, or is there a main songwriter? Or is it...
Yeah, everybody's involved, obviously, because it's not like a dictatorial
Nice.
dictatorship or something. But me and the bass player Maarten, we provide the bulk of the ideas, and it can differ from just I have a small idea like a riff and another riff which go together, or I have a total almost complete song which we take to the rehearsal. But we always we play it and we
Oh yeah.
see what can change about it, what can do better, what can lose it, or so yeah, it's really a group effort from then on. But the main ideas are coming from me and Maarten, our bass player. But then after that, it's a group effort. Yeah.
Do you have a structure that you stay with, like verse, chorus, lead, verse, chorus, or do you mix it up?
It's just what feels good. It's really not like we're really loose in that way, and we our only rule is there is no rules. I mean,
Perfect.
just everything goes. Like if it's a ballad or if it's a thrash metal riff or just like a more grungy stuff, whatever. If it's cool and if we play it and we arrange it together, it ends up sounding like us. So yeah. It's not like it always fits somehow within our sound.
Cool.
Oh yeah. It's not like we don't have really a template or something. No.
So what do you think of AI? I mean, every musician's got an opinion. What's your opinion of AI?
Uh, on the creative side, I hate it. I mean, I really don't like it. I understand can be helpful or easy, mostly in the visual side. You know, if you want to
Right.
make a flyer for a show, you just you got a flyer, and that's easy. But it looks like shit, even especially those cheap or free AI stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's not real or not true. And if people are gonna make real art with it, so like music or like real paintings or stuff, I don't get that. I don't know why you would do that. It feels like cheating
Yeah.
or
Exactly.
like
That's my opinion as well.
crazy. I understand, and in everyday life it's helpful. You know, I think we all use it. We are forced to use
Yeah, I
it.
think
Oh yeah. Yeah. We almost have to now.
If
Yeah.
you're using AI,
we use it more than I think we know that we do. You know, it's
yeah,
like some of
exactly.
the things that we do. It's like, oh shit, that's AI.
Yeah, and of course there
I
are
think it's a
sometimes
fun little toy for non-musicians. You
Yeah.
go in here and create music, and but they're not going to spend the time to actually like learn an instrument and play.
now, but then you're not a musician.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and I think that's the
You are,
problem.
but
Yeah, which comes back to what we were talking about earlier. It's like there's just not as many kids playing music as like when we were kids. I mean, shit, everybody we knew was either a musician or wanted to be, or
yeah,
was practicing to be. But now it's like, yeah, 1 out of every 10 kids that maybe is like, oh, I touched the piano once, or it's like they just don't grow up, because they got the AI and they got all this other
it's a lot less,
fucking toys and
yeah,
games and shit.
and they're also less interested. I got the feeling, just not so interested in music.
Yeah,
It's
well,
all
yeah, which is a shame because it affects us all on when it comes to live performances.
it's all a bit more. I don't want to sound like the old guy, but it's all like it's how it works. Like the world evolves and it changes, and we have to adapt. And so we um, it's no use saying
Black cat back there.
yeah. It's no use saying like in the old days, everything was better. And no, it was different.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, music is a bit more throwaway.
Yeah.
You know, like the
I mean,
streaming
I
service.
like
You
some
put
of the
it
new
on, and
music.
I don't like it, I skip it away. In
Yeah.
our days, me and my friend went to the record shop, and we should I buy this one or this one?
Yeah.
And I buy this one, and I take yours. Like that, it was special, and I
Yeah.
know every inch and corner and crack of like those albums. You listen to it
Yeah.
over and over and over,
Yeah.
but it's different now. It's more
Yeah,
throwaway.
that's how we learned, our parts. We had the cassette or the rewind. So shit, what's that part? Then all of a sudden it sounds an octave lower because you played it so much. And like, what shit? I can't make that out.
Right.
So with the new technology stuff, one thing I have never done, I'm not sure if you even have used, in-ear monitors. I like the fucking noise on the stage and the amps and so many bands are just plugging straight in. They don't even bring amps or fucking speaker cabinets anymore. Like everything goes through the PA. Where do you guys stand on that?
Well, interesting because we never played it with in-ear monitoring. But I have to admit, I started playing with a digital processor, and I actually love it. It's so easy, and
Was that hard to admit to?
You don't have one amp, you have thousands of amps, like at your fingertips, and it sounds great. The only thing you really like are missing is when you are rehearsing in the rehearsal space with the guys. It's like it misses a bit of oomph. You know what I mean? Like a bit
Yeah.
of balls. But yeah, in the live setting, you can hear that. So, and now our drummer is going to experiment with in-ears for his click track. So yeah, we're slowly getting modern. And I'm not against it. I mean, I like, of course, it's cool, like the big amps and the big tube amps and blowing your socks off, etc. Yeah, that's
Speaking
awesome.
of equipment, what kind of acts and PA do you use?
What kind of guitars?
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on what mood I am. I mean, I have I've got 10 guitars or something. So I think this is currently my favorite. See it?
Okay. Yep.
It's a Fender Meteora. Love it. I've got a Les Paul. I got Tellys. I got Stratocasters. But the Fender Meteora
classics.
and my Les Paul is, I think that those are the main ones I use. Yeah. And I got my main tube has my main amp always has been an Engel. Do you know the brand Engel? It's a German, I think.
What's that? I didn't hear you.
Engel.
Oh, no, I'm not familiar with that.
ENGL.
Huh. No, I don't know that one.
No, it's a Richie Blackmore signature amp actually.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
It's a beast, 100 watts guitar amp. But yeah, as I said, I slowly am turning into the digital world with my amps. Well, it's not really an amp; it's like a computer, but yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Nice. So you mentioned you got, with the whole families and kids and stuff. Are you pushing your kids into the music scene, or are you trying to keep them away from it?
No. I would love to have them in the music scene and pushing them. I think if you really push them, they really going to do something different. But I think they're not making music. They're not musicians, but they do listen to good music. So
Nice.
That's important. Yeah.
if we get right, I think, yeah.
Barry, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Hey, can you tell us in closing more about your band and what your plans are going forward, and just your chance to pump the band?
Okay. Yeah, we were talking of Hvalross. We are a band, and I think you can say that better than I myself. But our style is always something we get asked for. What music do we play? We feel like we are like classic heavy metal with some modern touches on. A band like we really like is Mastodon, for example, and Baroness. We love those guys. So I think there's influences of that into our music, together with the classic heavy metal of the Maidens and the Priests and the Sabbaths and a bit of thrash metal.
Yes.
What I think is that since last few years we are getting a bit more heavy. So I think our newer songs will be heavier, sometimes faster. So
Always a good thing.
Yeah, right. So I think, for everybody, check us out, and if you like us, give us a follow, drop us a note. Maybe we can get in touch and do something together. Who knows?
Awesome.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, we love your stuff, and we're definitely going to push you and get as many of our listeners as we can the info of you guys, and we'll push you definitely for sure.
And we're going to include some pictures and some of your music on the episode. So everybody, please check them out and check out your socials. Like I said, we'll add a link to your socials. So hopefully people will check you out.
That's awesome. Thank you very much, man.
Hey, Barry, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been fun, definitely.
And say hey to the other dudes.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Roy. Thank you very much. And bye.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Cheers.